Every year at Congregation, UBC has the honor of bestowing honorary degrees on individuals who, in the opinion of the university community, fit the criteria of excellence and eminence in their chosen field. Morna Edmundson is one of those individuals, and I invite her to step forward to receive her honorary degree. Thank you. Mr. Chancellor, it is with an extra measure of pride that we recognize one of our own UBC alumni, a graduate of the UBC School of Music. Morna Edmundson is the artistic director of the world-renowned Electra Women's Choir and Encore Choir of Vancouver. Under her leadership, Electra is a proud leader in the classical women's choir community, programming a season of concerts, commissioning, recording, and engaging with women of all ages and their conductors through a suite of community engagement programs. In a 35-year career, she is known as a pioneer and strong advocate for the Canadian choral music scene, taking a keen interest in the development of other choirs of all voicings, presenting at conferences, and mentoring the next generation. She has served on the boards of national and international choral associations and is currently president of Choral Canada. I hasten to add, Mr. Chancellor, that her commitment to excellence in performance has been acknowledged at the competition level, with Electra having been awarded first place on numerous occasions in the CBC National Competition for Amateur Choirs. Of note to our university community, she is making a difference in the Truth and Reconciliation movement in the arts. An innovative educational program called Electra's Cultural Conversations series focuses on highly relevant questions of inclusion and diversity in the choral arts. In 2022, Electra worked with Coast and Interior Salish educators and elders in a multifaceted video project entitled Teachings of the Water. Not surprisingly, she has been the recipient of numerous honors, including the BC Choral Federation's Healy Willan Award, the YWCA Woman of Distinction Award, the UBC Alumni Builder Award, and by her induction into CBC Radio's In Concert Classical Music Hall of Fame. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of her truly vast contributions to choral music in Canada and around the world, I ask you to confer the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa on Morna Ann Edmundson.
By the authority of the Senate of this university, I confer upon you, Morna Edmundson, the title and degree, Doctor of Letters honoris causa. Congratulations.
It gives me great pleasure to now ask Dr. Edmundson to say a few words. Morna.
Good afternoon. I am truly honored to be receiving this degree today, and honored to live and work throughout this region on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of many Coast Salish nations. Congratulations, students. It's my great privilege to be here with you today, celebrating this milestone in your life, the huge achievement that you've achieved today, and the bright future that's ahead of you. Enjoy this moment and everything you've achieved. One would be understood if you thought that my field of classical choral music was worlds apart from your worlds of fascinating studies. I read the list of the degrees being conferred today, and it's just a fantastic array of fields. But there are many commonalities, and the first and the most important is that we've all found our passion, and we've been able to pursue our passion, and not everyone has that right or finds their passion in life. So that includes us being fortunate enough to learn alongside other people who love what we love. And there are people in this building today who will be your lifelong friends and colleagues, and I encourage you to treasure them. The second thing I would guess is that your relatives are not thinking that you've enrolled in the get-rich-quick track of academic pursuit, and I say more power to us. I was extremely fortunate to have parents who told me and my sisters that we could do anything we put our minds to. My father is a scientist, and he loved his field of geophysics. And I remember one time we were working on some home improvement project. I think I was about 30 years old, and out of the blue he said to me, "We're not really sure what you do, but we're really proud of you." And I said, "Thanks, Dad, that's all I need to know." Choral music is so much more than singing, and in my daily life, I am engaged with literature, language, history, culture, storytelling, physical wellness, mental wellness, communication, teamwork, diplomacy, mathematics, physics, self-expression, and art. And the nature of choral music is that I do that together with hundreds of other creative people who all appreciate all of those intersections as well. We could not do this without them. I want to thank everyone who has been or is now part of my journey as a musician. I'm thinking about my colleagues, the singers in my choir, my 2 daughters, my friends and family. I would not be standing here without you. Members of Electra Women's Choir, which I have conducted for more than half of my life, are here to sing a piece for you. It's by Jane Siberry. She's a Canadian singer-songwriter. The piece is called Your One and Only Life, and the arrangement is by our pianist, Stephen Smith. Before we sing, I want you to know that while my mother is no longer with us, my dad is here today on stage at age 94, a professor emeritus of UBC. I love you, Dad. I am as proud of you as you are of me. And now we'll sing.
About 1,000 years ago,
Thank you, Dr. Edmundson, and thank you to the wonderful voices of the Electra Choir.